Hey, what's going on YouTube? Alabama Reloader here. So if you watched the bullet construction video that I just posted, then you know that I was actually on my way to Weaver's Meat Processing out in Hartsville, Alabama to pick up the 2 deer that I've dropped off over there, my daughter's 5-point and my 6-point. And so I just want to kind of show you guys, I want to go through what all I got. I'm gonna try to not make this video super long and in-depth, but at the same time I just want to kind of show you some of the specialty items that I picked up from over there, because that's really the main reason why I take any deer over to Weaver's. Okay, there's a couple other processors closer to the house that I could take a deer to if I just wanted standard cuts of meat, like if I just wanted to have some ground up into burger, if I just wanted, you know, back straps, tenderloin, that kind of stuff. If I wanted that cut up into, you know, steaks or whatever, just your standard cuts, then I could definitely take it somewhere else. But where these guys really shine is the quality of their specialty stuff. So let me just kind of break it down for you. The order was pretty big because it was 2 decent sized bucks that I dropped off. In total, I got 117 pounds of meat, 117 pounds of products between the 2 bucks that I dropped off. So 66 pounds on one, 51 pounds on the other. But I just want to kind of show you, I'll walk through all the super awesome stuff that I got. Let's see, this is just the back strap and tenderloin that I had them just kind of leave those whole. I did that on one deer. I didn't do it on the other one. So on my daughter's deer, I had them leave the back strap and tenderloin whole. I generally do that, you know, at least out on one of the deer that I kill in the season. I try to do that. I like to have the back strap and tenderloin whole. I like to smoke that, you know, with some bacon around it and that type of stuff. Fill it with some cream cheese, maybe some diced jalapenos. Stuff it with that and then smoke it out on the smoker. I like to do that with the back strap. Now, I didn't do it with my deer that I dropped off, simply because you do save a little bit of money when you drop a deer off and say, hey, I want the entire deer done in specialty items. When you do it that way, you do save a little bit of money on the processing fee. So that's why I did it that way on the second one. Since I'd already done it with my daughter's deer, I was like, you know what, I'm good on having the backstrap and tenderloin. I'll just tell them to the entire deer in specialty stuff. So saved a little money on that front. But this is kind of how this stuff comes packaged. So you can see it's vacuum sealed. Typically it is frozen. Typically all of your stuff is frozen when you get it. Depends on when you pick it up. Like there is some of the stuff that I picked up today that hadn't made it to the freezer yet. It was still just in the cooler. I guess they had just got done processing it. So that is another reason why I hadn't made it out to Shadows and Son taxidermy to drop off, to pick up 2 deer heads and drop off 2 other ones. Because when I got there and was picking up the meat, they were like, hey, by the way, some of this stuff, you know, hadn't made it to the freezer yet. So you really want to try to get it home and get it in the freezer as soon as you can. So I just came straight back home. I'm going to get everything in the deep freeze. This is breakfast sausage. So these are 1-pound containers of breakfast sausage. I go with the mild version every time. I might change it up and start to go with maybe more of a spicier version, because I'm really the only one that eats this stuff at the house. And I don't know why I do mild. I just keep thinking somebody else is going to eat it, and they never do, right? So I think I'm just going to change that and start going with maybe half and half. You know, get a half order of spicy, half order of mild. But so this bag is just a lot of breakfast sausage. So, which is some of my favorite breakfast sausage that you can get. Bag. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, snack sticks. So if you talk to anybody that goes to Weaver's, typically they'll tell you their snack sticks and their summer sausage are absolute dynamite, which is true. It's true about everything they make. But I got a bunch of snack sticks, so I got a whole bag, a bunch of those guys. Let's see what else here. This is really where they shine, okay? I don't care who you are, I will put their summer sausage up against anybody's. I don't care. It is absolutely the best, hands down. You can't convince me otherwise, unless you bring me a sample and I try it and I say it is better. But outside of that, this is absolutely the best summer sausage you are gonna get from a processor. So I actually got a lot of this stuff. And one of the things I do want to mention is they have a special going on with the Southern Outdoorsman podcast. So first of all, if you're not listening to that podcast, you're doing yourself a disservice, especially if you hunt in the South. Those guys, they do a great job. Great podcast, a lot of really good topics covered, discussions had, a lot of good podcast guests that they bring on the channel. Go check them out. But what's cool about over at Weaver's is they have a special going on with them where if you reference that podcast when you're dropping off your deer or whenever you, so they have a 24-hour drop off, which I've done a video on that before. If they're not open, you just pull around in the back and there's a 24-hour drop off cooler. Then they'll call you to ask you how you want your deer processed. So whenever you speak to someone over there about getting your deer processed, if you mention the Southern Outdoorsman podcast special, what you get is, let's see, I don't know if I'm gonna have the right one. It's in here somewhere, but I did it on both my orders, and what you get is you get one pack just like this of the summer sausage. It's the I think it's the jalapeno cheddar summer sausage. I think that's what it is. So you get one pack, and now that comes out of the overall weight of your meat, right? They account that in the weight of your meat, but you don't have to pay for it. So you don't have to pay for the one package of the jalapeno. I think it's the jalapeno cheddar summer sausage, I believe, is the special that they offer. But regardless, it is summer sausage. So that's pretty cool. Make sure you mention that whenever you go in there. Reference those guys. Go give them a listen. They post their videos on YouTube, so go watch those. Pretty good stuff. But a lot of what I got was geared towards summer sausage as well. Huge fan of this stuff. It's absolute dynamite. So they offer just regular standard summer sausage. They offer summer sausage with cheese, I think like a cheddar cheese. They also now have a pepper jack cheese, which is what this is. And then they also have that jalapeno cheddar version as well. So I ended up picking up, let's see, what is this one? Okay, this is just the standard summer sausage with cheese. Oh, this stuff is so good. I can't wait to tear into that. And then I did want to try the pepper jack cheese. I hadn't tried this one yet, so I wanted to give that a try. So I got a lot of that stuff. Let's see. What else? What's in this bag? Oh, more breakfast sausage. So in case you didn't know, I'm a huge fan of venison breakfast sausage. Love that stuff. What else? Oh, yeah, these guys. Got a bag of these smoked bratwurst with cheese. These things are dynamite. If you want an amazing alternative to like a hot dog or something like that, this is the way to go. Or if you want to get some of their smoked brats and do like, you know, some sauerkraut and brats. I've actually done a video on that before here on the channel showing me cooking that. So smoked bratwurst with cheese. Yeah, you can see I got a whole lot. Yeah, something like that. Packs of that, plus some more summer sausage down here in the bottom. Now, let's see what's in the box. This is what I'm really excited for this year. They're bacon. So last year, I think it might have been last year when I don't know if they first started doing bacon last year or it's been a couple of years, but their bacon last year, I got it for the first time and cooked some up, and my daughter absolutely loves it. She swears up and down it's the best bacon she's ever had. So When this season rolled around, of course, we ran out of that stuff pretty quick because I didn't really get a lot of it last year because I didn't know if it would be that great or not. And of course, it's Weaver, so of course it's good. We ran out of that stuff really fast. So this year I was like, you know what? If we get a deer on the ground, I'm getting a lot of summer sausage, snack sticks, and bacon. And apparently they went in and revised their recipe on this stuff. And I was talking to them when I just picked it up, and they were like, oh man, if you liked last year's version, they said this year's is way better. It cooks better. It gets a little more crispy than the version that they made last year. They said just overall it's a better product and tastes way better this year. So I'm really pumped. I've actually got 2 packs in the house right now that are not out here. I just went ahead and took them out of the bag and threw them in the house. I'm about to cook 1 pack, put the other one in the fridge. But yeah, you can see I got a bunch of their bacon. So a lot of bacon, that's not all of it. We got a lot more here. I mean, you guys can see there's just bacon on top of bacon plus more summer sausage. So yeah, you get the picture, right? Like, we were coming fully prepared this year. A couple of other things that I'm trying this year for the first time that I'm really excited about trying. Let's see. They offer meatballs, so venison meatballs, so that's pretty cool. It is deer smoked meatballs with sauce. It already comes with the sauce on it, so you can kind of see it's already sauced here on the outside of the container. Comes with the instructions right on the top. Love that. Looking forward to trying those. And then this is another item that a buddy of mine tried last year. And he said it was really good. Deer meatloaf. It comes, again, it's already sauced in this container. Same or similar situation. It's a 2-pound meatloaf. And then over here, let's see, I don't know what this, okay, 2 pounds. So 2 pounds of meatballs in 1 container. So when you go in there and say, hey, I want a pan of meatballs, it's going to be a 2-pound pan of meatballs. And then same thing on the meatloaf. If you're like, hey, I want to try that meatloaf, it's going to be a 2-pound container. But again, positive is this stuff's already ready to go, right? All you got to do is heat it up per the instructions. You're ready to eat. Big fan of that. So that is it. That's all the specialty stuff I got. Again, 117 pounds worth of product. I didn't get any ground deer meat or anything like that, simply because I still have a lot of ground deer meat from last year that I'm actually, some of it's right here that I'm going to take into the house and put in the freezer in the house. Now, out of all this wonderful goodness that we have in front of us, right? It ain't cheap, okay? All total, it comes out to $6.01 per pound, okay? Now, people might look at that and go, holy smokes, that's a lot of money per pound. Go buy a pound of bacon, go buy a pound of summer sausage, go buy a pound of snack sticks that are as good as these. Like, just, you go buy 117 pounds worth of stuff that is as of high quality as this stuff is, because I guarantee you have no clue what's in the stuff you're buying. You go buy you some beef summer sausage from Walmart, good luck, right? So go load you up a cart of about 117 pounds worth of this exact stuff. Come back and talk to me and let me know how much you're gonna pay for it, because I promise you it's gonna be a lot more than $6 a pound. So really pumped about what all I got, and looking forward to this bacon. Really excited about the bacon. So the bacon and actually the meatloaf, I'm actually really excited about that. But so there's all the positives, right? Really good stuff. All the positives. One big negative, and it's a really big negative. I was really disappointed when this happened. But the guy, young guy, can't remember his name, but I see him every time I go in there. A really nice guy, but he came out and he was like, hey, he said, I do want to apologize. He said, but the guys did not save the head of your deer like they were supposed to. Now, this is the 5-point that my daughter killed, okay? My plan was to get a European mount done with this by Shadows and Son Taxidermy, okay? That was the plan. He said, I don't know. He was like, I'm really sorry. I don't know how they got confused or why they didn't see the part on the tag that says save head. He said, but they just cut the antlers off. And so I'm really, really sorry about that. He said, that's our mistake. He was like, we'll be more than happy to do an antler mount on a plaque for you free of charge. He was like, it's our mistake, so we're not going to charge you anything for it. If you want us to do that, he was like, just let me know. He said, again, we're really, really sorry. So that is the one big negative, because man, this is her only deer that she's ever killed. It's the first deer she's ever killed, first and only. And I was really, really hoping to get a European mount done on it. So that is disappointing, but I do appreciate him just coming right out and being upfront, like, hey, we messed up. It's our fault. We're going to do our best to make it right within the confines of what they're able to do. And so I told him I'd think about it. I want to get over and talk to Chase and see what he thinks, see if there's anything we can do, or see if there's something he can do with this set of antlers, you know, maybe a different approach. Maybe just an antler mount, that might be all we're able to do, but it'll work out. So that was the only negative. Outside of that, I got to get all this stuff loaded in the deep freeze and get a couple of these things thawing out, like a pack of summer sausage, some snack sticks. That bacon's, so this is what he was talking about. It hadn't been frozen yet. It's still like it was just processed and hadn't been frozen yet. So I've got a couple of packs of this stuff sitting in the house. So there you go. That's it. That's all she wrote. I just wanted to kind of show you guys, you know, if you drop an animal off over at Weaver's, you drop a deer off over there and you're like, hey, I just want all specialty stuff. Oh, I guess I could show you. Here you go. So here are the receipts. If you want to, so like I was talking about, if you want to argue price per pound, you know, you're like, oh, I can go get this stuff cheaper, blah, blah, blah. I guarantee you're not going to find summer sausage with pepper jack cheese at $4.90 a pound. You ain't going to buy it at the supermarket for that price. Summer sausage with cheese, $4.80 a pound. Breakfast sausage, mild, $2.60 a pound, I believe is what that says. There's the summer sausage with jalapeno cheddar. It's $0. So it's a 3-pound pack for $0. That's the Southern Outdoorsman special, like I was talking about. See, it's on both receipts, both cut orders or cut sheets. So let's see. There's the meatballs. It's a 2-pound container. They just show one, but it's one 2-pound container. It's kind of weird how they divvy up the meatballs and the meatloaf. And then let's see. There's the smoked bacon at $5.10 a pound. Again, I'm telling you, guys, go. I dare you, go load up your cart with 117 pounds of this awesome goodness at a grocery store and let me know how much you pay for it, because it's going to be a lot. Because some of the cost, like I'm factoring in, that $6 a pound also includes the processing fee. You see here, they charge you $8 to cut the head off of the deer, right? So, I mean, that's $16 right there that I could take out, plus the processing fee I could take out. If you just wanted a, you know, hey, if you want an apples to apples, but you got to pay that anyway, right? So I'm including that in the cost of the meat per pound. So, because you got to pay for it anyway. Let's see. The smoked bratwurst with cheese, they're $4.30 a pound. Snack sticks, $5.30 a pound. So yeah, you guys see all that stuff. So there you go. That's all she wrote. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. I've been making a handful of 20-minute videos here lately, so I'm trying to squeeze these things back down, kind of start making some shorter videos. But that's it. That's where we're going to leave it. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. We'll catch you next time. Y'all have a good one.